さらさら、Power Ranger fans, 私は AS Declassified です。はじめまして。Okay, enough Japanese, enough French. Alright, AS Declassified here. Time to review another episode of Power Rangers Megaforce. So today's episode starts with Noah in the computer lab of his high school, and then Jake walks in with this guitar case, and inside the case was his freaking snake axe, and he starts like swinging the axe all over the freaking place. It was actually hilarious. I liked it. But whatever. And then Noah got up and was like, "Are you freaking kidding me, man?" Like he gets up and he closes the door and makes sure nobody sees what Jake is doing. And then Jake is like, "Look, man, my axe is like off balance, and I need you to like help fix it for me so I can use it better in battle and impress Gia with my moves, man." And you know what? The show clearly wants Noah to be the Black Billy. The show clearly wants this. So I'm just going to ignore the obvious question of why Jake didn't just ask Tenso or Gosei to fix his axe. You know, the people who actually made the damn thing. I'm just going to ignore that, so whatever. Okay, so Noah says, yes, I'll fix it, whatever. And in the next scene, Varag comes up with this scheme to have one monster go down to Earth and infect all the humans with a virus, which will turn them into mindless foot soldiers. Basically turn them into the Loogies. And so yeah, they send down this monster and he's sneezing on everybody and civilians get sick and they start turning into Loogies. Yay. So yeah, back to Noah in the computer lab. Noah finishes making this social networking site for everybody in the school, I guess. And then after that, he goes to make like adjustments to Jake's weapon. So he tries to pick up the axe, and it's too heavy for him to pick up. He just could not pick it up. He's like, man, Jake must be so strong. Like, how does he use this weapon all the time, you know? And then he started like feeling like he was way too weak, and he was like, how am I supposed to keep up with the other Rangers? And like, how am I really capable of being a hero and all this crap? And then it's like, maybe I should like exercise more and get stronger. So he tries to do some push-ups, I think. Yeah, push-ups. And then Jake comes back into the computer lab. It's like, dude, we should totally spy on Gia's Facebook right now. Then Jake sees Noah trying to do the push-ups. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You know? And then Noah's like, man, forget it. I'll never be as strong as you. You know? He was like, man, Jake, you were always like the go-getter type, and I was just like the slightly nerdy type. And Jake's like, slightly. And he said, I'm kidding, man, I'm kidding, you know. And then he tries to beat up for his friends, like, look, dude, you're a good ranger, man. All you gotta do is believe in yourself, and you can do anything, man. Like, seriously, just believe in yourself. You don't have to exercise, you don't have to lift weights. That's not how you become stronger. You just gotta believe in yourself. Meanwhile, in another scene, Emma and Gia were walking together outside, and Troy was awkwardly walking like way behind them. And then Emma was talking to Gia. She was like, so girl, I think that Jake might have a little puppy crush on you. And Gia was like, really? I haven't noticed. And Emma was like, well, what are you going to do about it? And before Gia could answer, they saw like all the citizens being sick and coughing, and then they started turning into Loogies. And I was like, no, I want to go back to this conversation. It's so interesting. But whatever, it's an action show. So yeah, they were like, what's going on? And then they, you know, Troy asks like, Tenso, like what's going on? And Tenso explains to them, and he also explains to Noah and Jake what's going on, that the citizens are being infected by this virus that's turning them into Loogies, and they keep coughing on other regular citizens, and they're all turning into Loogies, and they keep coughing on other ones, and they're turning in, they keep coughing. They're like, okay, we get it. Alright, we gotta stop this. So yeah, Jake and Noah started running outside the school, and Jake's like, oh man, I forgot my snake axe, so I'll go back and get it. You go join the other Rangers and crap. So Noah runs out. So Troy, Emma, and Gia all morph, and Troy's like, we can't hurt them, they're innocent people. And then Emma asks Gosei, well, what are we gonna do? And Gosei is like, shit, just a minute, Ranger. Okay, let's see what we got, y'all. Fuck that. Okay, this sounds good. Okay. What about, okay, so number 3, alright. Hear me, Rangers. You must work together to find a solution. Teamwork is key. Thank you, Gosei. Your wisdom shines through. So yeah, Noah was rushing to the scene, and then he sees the monster of the week attacking a bunch of civilians, and then he ends up saving this random woman from the monster's wrath, and then the woman asks, "Are you some kind of superhero or something?" And if you saw my last review, you already know how I feel about lines like that. So moving on, Noah tries to fight the monster, and he isn't doing so hot, and he's getting his butt kicked a little bit, and then Jake shows up to help out, and then both Rangers attack the monster, and they were able to chase it away for a bit. And then Troy calls Jake, and they're like, "We need your help. We can't handle these people. We don't know what to do." You know, and then there was a funny scene where like Jake dropped his axe on Noah's foot. It was hilarious. It's corny and hilarious. It's the kind of cheese I like. Okay? And yeah. So Jake's like, "Man, I don't know what to do." And then Noah, because he's smarter than all four of them combined, he said, "Well, quarantine. When there's a virus running around, the first thing you do is quarantine." And I liked it. It's a pretty smart plan. So it's like, "Did you hear that? We need to quarantine." And then Emma was like, no, Gia, I mean, damn, I'm gonna get these female names mixed up forever. So Gia was like, "Wow, quarantine. That's a really smart plan, Jake. I didn't know you were that clever." And Jake was like, "There's a lot that you don't know about me." You know, I found it hilarious, taking credit for Noah's plan. It was funny. So, you know, the other Rangers, they decided to go with this plan of quarantine, and Jake and Noah were trying to, you know, haul ass to the other Rangers. And yeah, they didn't make it to them though, because they ran into the monster again, so they had to fight it. So Jake and Noah are fighting this monster, and then Jake figures out that the monster's weak point is his stomach. But then the monster hands out a can of whoop-ass on Jake, like really just started beating him up and hit him with a fireball. And Jake, he was just on the ground. He couldn't move. He couldn't take no more. So it was up to Noah to save the day, and Noah's sharp bow gun wasn't really working, so he went for Jake's axe, which was on the ground somewhere, and he tried to pick it up, but, you know, it was still too heavy for him. And Jake was like, "Believe in yourself, Noah, you can do it." And as we all know, belief is what makes muscles. And then Noah was able to pick up the axe, and he swung it around, and he hit the monster, and then he took his sharp bow gun and blasted him. Oh, beautiful Sentai footage. Beautiful. And then the other Rangers showed up and started shooting the monster. Then the Rangers explained that they used their power cards to create a fortress that contained all the infected civilians. Then the Rangers formed their Mega Blaster. It's Mega Blaster, right? I mean, I don't know. It's something generic like that. I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, they formed a Mega Blaster, and then they shot the monster, and he was destroyed. Then Noah took Jake's axe, and then he broke the fortress that was containing the civilians, and they're all fine now because, you know, once you destroy the monster, the evil spell is gone. Yay. And then Gia was like, "Wow, Noah, you're a real take charge kind of guy. I like it, you know." And then Jake was like, "Really? Well, I guess if anybody's gonna impress Gia, I'm glad it's Noah." You know, and I really like that. Like, that is real friendship right there. That's real friendship. But it's not over yet, kiddies, because the monster was brought back to life by the Zombats and made giant size. And then the Rangers had to call on their Zords. "Summon Megazord! Summon Megazord!" So yeah, they go for the Megazord fight, and the Megazord fight was really cool, and the monster put up a fight. Like, he took their dragon sword and started beating them with it. I loved it. And then Noah was like, "We gotta believe in ourselves. Believe! Believe!" And then he magically got a new power card, and it was for new Zords. 3 new Zords. And I don't even know, like, what? How did this happen exactly? Like, did I start watching Mystic Force? Did they get new spell codes now? Like, what is this? I don't like that. Like, you believe in yourself and you get rewarded with random new Zords. Like, what? Stupid. Y'all couldn't have just had Gosei whip up new Zords. Like, really? It just had to be random like this, huh? What were the new Zords? Was it a Mantis, a Hammerhead, and a Sea Shark? Is that, I don't care, whatever. They got the new Zords, they combined it with the Megazord, it looked ridiculous, looked like a pirate, and then they finished off the monster with the victory charge, and yay. Go Power Rangers. There was one more scene with Noah and Jake, and it is a fun little scene, but yeah, it's not that important. This review's over. Okay, so I'll give this episode a 3 out of 5. Like, I really liked it, but, you know, it didn't blow me away or anything. So yeah. The stuff with Noah, like, I understand where the writers were going with this, but, like, in the previous 2 episodes, when Noah morphed, he was a pretty capable ranger. Like, in the last episode, didn't he even save them? So, for him to lose his confidence about being a Power Ranger just because he can't lift Jake's axe, I don't know, it's a little womp womp for me, so no. But still, I understood where the writers were going, and all the scenes with Noah and Jake, like, I loved them. They were the best part of this episode. They make this episode. The stuff with Emma and Gia, like the few scenes they had, that was really good too. The stuff with Troy was terrible. Like, all his dialogue when he was morphed, like, seriously, it was just annoying me. It was the same stuff being repeated over and over and over again. We gotta save these people. We can't hurt them. We can't hurt them. We gotta save them. We can't hurt them. We gotta quarantine them. We can't save them. We can't hurt them. We got, shut up. We get it, okay? I don't know. 3 episodes in and Troy is so boring and annoying. Like, they really need to do something with our Red Ranger. Like, they really do. But yeah, overall, I liked it. So for those who are watching, what did you guys think of today's episode of Megaforce? Let me know in a comment. And if this is your first time watching me, please subscribe if you like. Pretty please. With Morphos on top. Alright, later you guys. John off Dun 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 Super Sentai Ikigo Busters Tobigo Kaija Kizuna Torateru ni dekakeyo Achi kochi Jibun o koete shisude o Mou tamaranai good jump